Get ready with me to procrastinate studying for my exam. It's on Saturday at 9 a.m. Who puts an exam on a Saturday at 9 a.m. in the morning? How rude. I have to go to some random place and sit in some big, massive tent for 3 hours. I have to sit there and handwrite for 3 straight fucking hours. Maybe it's because of that time I almost reversed my car into a child and it's like come back to get me. So glad that it's not a maths though, because oh my gosh, studying for my year 12 maths exam was literally torturous because it's just maths formula after 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 maths formula and maths test after maths test after maths test after maths test. Next semester I do have one maths subject that I have to do an exam for. Why? I didn't sign up to do maths, I signed up to do business. Stupid university, stupid school. That's how I feel right now inside. Was that cringe? I can't believe this is about to come out my mouth, but I've actually really enjoyed studying. Like, it's been fun because I've kind of just been teaching myself the whole topic again, because I just don't listen during my lectures when I'm watching them. I just don't want to do it for long. But I thought, you know, like, look good, feel good, do my makeup, feel good. And then I remembered that it's the winter uglies, so I can never look good, feel good. My skin is breaking out, and my nose is dry, and my hair is dull and lifeless. Is that a sound, or am I going crazy? My hair actually ain't dull. Weird flex, but okay. It's been real shiny lately, actually, and I don't know why. Our home is girl by sea, beauty rich and rare. Let us see. Was that good? Alright, no it was. I should probably go study, shouldn't I?
Get ready with me for Picnic Electronique in Montreal, guys. I'm kind of nervous because I've never been. I'm so excited because NYX Professional Makeup is bringing my best friend and I. They have a VIP like section terrace. The NYX primer is so sticky. Can we talk about the weather in Montreal? Like, it is actually gonna feel like 40 or like 45, something crazy like that. Literally pray for us because we're gonna be dying of heat. So please hydrate if you're going outside. I have an electrolyte, and this is my outfit, by the way. It's like this knit skirt set. Literally had no idea what to wear, so I just like searched it on TikTok and like looked at what other people were wearing. It was kind of like festival vibes. I'm excited to see. Blush time. I'm so excited because this is one of my favorite NYX products ever. It's the Buttermelt blush. Pigment is insane. Like, you have to be really careful with this. The way it blends though, and like it's so airbrushed, I'm obsessed. Lashes are done. The makeup looks so cute, especially the blush. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm just gonna set. So that is it. Makeup is done. Thank you so much for getting ready with me at NYX. I'm obsessed with you guys. I cannot wait. Bye, guys.
Ready with me while I tell you about our California trip. Even if I tried to tell you everything that happened in this trip, I couldn't because it was so chaotic and funny. The first time we got there, we got to our Airbnb and it was disgusting. Like, it smelled so bad. We couldn't even stand in there. No way we can stay here. So we ended up leaving and going to a hotel, but since we've been driving like 10 hours there, at this point it was like midnight to 1 in the morning. Then the next day we had to wake up at 6 for Disney. Disney was fun, but it was super cold and raining, and I thought it was gonna be warm, so I was wearing tank top. And halfway through the day I bought a hoodie, so that was fine, but I started my period the morning before we left, so my cramps were so bad the whole day at Disney, and my medicine fell out of my pocket. We ended up leaving the park at like 4 and just went back to our hotel and got in the hot tub and hung out. And then the next morning we packed up all of our stuff and went to a new Airbnb, and our next Airbnb was perfect. It was so much fun, and it was like the same price as the hotel we were staying at, but it was like a million times better and closer to the beach. And we also did end up getting refunded for the first Airbnb because it was literally disgusting. I feel like I've already left out so much stuff because it was so chaotic, but I vlogged like everything on my camera, so I'm gonna start editing my YouTube video today. Once we got to our new Airbnb, we went to the beach pretty much every day. We also went to the mall, which was super fun. I've never been into a brandy store before, so I went in, I bought so much stuff. One of the nights I couldn't find my camera anywhere and I thought I had left it at the smoothie place we went to. I literally started crying because I filmed everything we did on that trip. And then I found it. It was literally in my bag. Our second Airbnb, there was like a loft with a bed at the top, and me, Campbell, and Portland all slept in the bed, and it was like a full-size bed. Honestly, the trip was so much fun and I had the best time. I'm gonna try and edit all of it as fast as I can and get the YouTube video up. I'm not gonna put on mascara, so I'm all done with my makeup, but I love you guys. Stay tuned for the video.
I was always told, brush your hair, clean up your makeup, fix your teeth, floss your teeth, clean up your room before other people come over. I was always taught that being a mess is something to be ashamed of. I know I'm just a random person on your For You page, but if you feel like right now that you are too much, or that you are going through something, or that you fully aren't healed, or that you aren't ready to be loved, or that you aren't ready to let people in your life, just listen to this video, because I promise you I've been there and I've done that. Oh, you need to heal before you get back into a relationship. You're too hurt, you're too much, you're too loud, you're too annoying, you need to clean up your act. A lot of the times we're always told that we need to have our life figured out, and especially someone that's going into their senior year, I'm always asked what I'm gonna do with my life, what I want to major in, what I want to do, what I want to be. And to be honest, I have no idea. I remember I had this huge phase in my sophomore year where I was just completely mentally unstable. Yeah, I had a lot of issues up here. I was low-key struggling, I'm not even gonna lie. And I started isolating myself out from people because I was like, okay, if I'm not healed, I don't want to spread that to anyone else. I have a mess up here and I need to deal with that on my own. And I need to be completely healed, to be loved again. I need to be completely crystal clear, to have everything figured out, to let people into my life. I thought that if I couldn't love myself, that no one else was allowed to love me. And I know that sounds silly and hopefully not relatable, but it just goes to show that there is some societal standard about being a mess. We live in a time period where it is so looked down upon to not have your shit together. And to be honest with you, everyone is a mess, even if you don't think they are. You know those perfect influencers you see online? Yeah, I'm literally friends with them and they all have their own issues. That girl or guy at school that you think is utterly perfect, yes, they have stuff going on at home, I promise. And that's not to belittle anyone's problems, but it's literally just to show you that no matter how perfect other people seem, I promise you, everyone has their own mess. Everyone is dealing with something, even if it doesn't seem like it. A lot of the times on the internet, I try to make myself appear so perfect, but in reality, I'm literally a mess. Like, I make mistakes, I have fake friends, I can be fake too, I can be bitchy, I can be rude, and no matter how perfect I try to make my life seem, I'm really a big fat mess. Like, my room's a mess, my hair is a mess, do you see the breakage on the top of my head? My teeth are a mess, I literally just got my cavities filled, I'm breaking out like crazy, but you just can't see that because I have a beauty filter on. It is constantly taught that we need to cover up these things. Before my friends come over, I have to clean my room. Before I go out, I have to put on my makeup. We are constantly taught that we need to cover up our messes. I am unhealed and I have trust issues and I have problems, but you know what? I'm a fucking mess and I'm proud of it. That's something that is so looked down upon, but truly, I know I have issues. I know that I have problems, I know that I have insecurities, and I fucking own it. You know what? Because that's what makes me me. You have scars, I have scars, I have a scar down my leg, I have scratches on my stomach. But fuck, dude, that's what makes me me. Those little problems, those little blemishes are what makes me me, because that tells you guys about the stories I've been through. Everyone has scars, everyone has imperfections, everyone has blemishes, whether that's physically or mentally. And you know what? That's what makes me me. My hair is fried, but it shows how much effort I put into my appearance every day. And my room's a mess because it's so lived in, because I love my room. I love spending time by myself. All these little things that are looked down upon, all these little insecurities, all these little problems, all these little flaws are what make me me. That's my character, and that is fucking beautiful. So if you ever think that your mess is something that should be looked down upon, your issues, your unhealed problems, your whatever you have going on, you are beautiful and you are worthy of love no matter what stage you are at in your life. You deserve love, you deserve to be cared about, and if anyone tells you differently, guess what? They're a little poopy head. I'm really trying not to swear, that was my New Year's resolution, but clearly I'm not perfect. We are often taught that we need to cover up our issues, but truly there is beauty in being a mess. And I think that's why, you know, being nonchalant or being numb is such a trend lately, because it shows that you have no character. Not showing your emotions, hiding your emotions, it's so trendy now because, oh my gosh, God forbid someone's human, God forbid someone cares. Like, dude, I love you and I don't even know you, but I love you and I love all your mess and all your imperfections and all your flaws, and if anyone says differently, they have a problem. Having human emotion is beautiful, caring about other people is beautiful, and if anyone says differently, they are hiding their mess. Yeah, they're a little bit insecure and they can't admit that sometimes they get hurt too. You are beautiful and you deserve love no matter how perfect or refined you are. Thank you so much for getting ready with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Gratitude story time on how I bawled my eyes out 8 different times in a span of 1 hour, 60 minutes. Let's just dive right in. So this is a school situation, and it was with a administrator and me, and yeah. Just keep this in the beginning of the video. I'm actually gonna keep, guys. This is just a very inconvenient situation. Let's just keep that in mind. In the beginning of the day, I'm not even at my school. I have to go to our other school because our school got flooded. So we had to go to the high school. We're all tidied up in a gym. There's literally tables set up with 3 chairs to a table, and I come in late because I'm always late. Walk in, obviously I'm late, everybody's all sitting down. Everybody has their tables, like there's no room for me. So I asked my teacher, like, hey, so there's actually no chairs for me to sit, not sitting on the floor. This other class is in the bleachers and some of my friends are in there, so like, can I go sit over there? Like, yeah, no problem, of course, because it's not that big of a deal for me sitting in a bleacher. I'm not taking up space, honey bun. So I go sit up there, like, okay, fine. Not a big deal. Up there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. For not doing anything. This teacher comes up. I literally hate this teacher with my whole heart. Like, I actually just dislike her. She's just like, if you're not in this person's like first or sixth or something period, then you need to leave. Obviously, I sat there for like maybe 0.2 seconds. She's like, all right, I'm getting that attendance sheet. Beretta. So I'm still standing there because I'm gonna tell her when she gets back with the attendance sheet. There was no chairs for me to sit, and my teacher said I could sit here. And the teacher that is like this class, like the teacher of the class that I'm sitting with, she knows I'm sitting here. So what's the deal? So I tell her, no attitude at all. I tell her that there's no seats for me to sit in my first period because we had to sit with our first periods. So I tell her, hey, there's actually no seats. And then she's like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. You can go sit with your first period. Honey, there's no seat. So I tell her again, I'm like, but there's literally like no seats. Like I don't even see like spare ones. She's like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. So then I'm like, I'm not trying to argue, but there's no chairs. If I go and get up from my seat and go to my first period, like I'm gonna be standing. And she's like, I'm gonna tell you one last time, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, but like I'm not actually arguing with you. Like I wasn't literally arguing with her. I was literally trying to ask her a question on where for me to sit. I said, but where are the chairs? This lady, bruh, asked me to get up and go stand in the corner. Like this is freaky. And so I'm standing there for a good 10 minutes. And so I'm standing there. This lady like walks in and she's like, ma'am, she needs to go to ISS. For what? And the lady that was taking me to ISS was nice. Like I love her. Like me and her are like this now. And so she ends up taking me to ISS. And then she's like, what even happened? I literally start crying because I don't even know what to do. And I was like, bro, I don't even know what happened. Like I just was asking her where the chairs were because there was no chairs. And then she's like, yeah, I just brought like 9 of them in just now before I took you to ISS. Meaning there was no chairs to begin with. I had to sit in the ISS room. And even the ISS lady told me that I'm a good kid and she could see it in my eyes. Tell me why I'm here. And I got out of it, even though I didn't do anything wrong. And to this day, this makes me mad every single second I think about it. I'm gonna go try have a good night's sleep. Bye, guys.